Hey guys, today we have Vijay Shri and she is having total 10 year of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices. And guys, those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Vijay Shri, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start? Okay, so can you please
Yes.
introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yeah, sure. Myself Vijayshri, and I have a total 10 plus years of experience as a in IT field, but actually 8 plus of years in Java technology as a backend Java developer. And I worked for several organizations, and from to my last actually right now I'm not working. From 2024 October, I'm not working. October was my last working. 30th of October was my last working day. I'm on career break now, right now because of some personal reasons. And right now, I'm looking for again opportunity. I want to
Mm-hmm.
restart my career again. So the my last project was last organization was with the Birlasoft,
Mm-hmm.
and it was by using Spring and Spring Boot MUFG client. It was developing a REST APIs by using as a Java backend developer by using Spring Boot application.
Okay, got it. Okay, so as you are working, I mean, you have already worked on Spring Boot and all, right? I have a question. Can you tell me what happens when we start Spring Boot application internally?
Okay.
Mm.
When Spring Boot application boots up, then it automatic the Spring container will start working. The first web.xml which contains internally it will hit and it will go to the dispatcher servlet, and there the dispatcher servlet will be decided you decides which controller to be called. And Spring Boot specially no need of any configuration and scans, so it automatically does everything because Spring Boot application has internally three annotations,
Mm-hmm.
that is configuration and auto enable,
Mm-hmm.
and third one is component scan. So
Got it.
everything configuration, scanning, and everything is
Mm-hmm.
done by Spring Boot, and internally it embeds the server and database also by default it will be provided.
Got
So
it. Got
it
it.
will be quick start for us to
Mm-hmm.
develop the application.
Yep, yep, that's correct. And what role does Spring Boot application dot run play here?
Mm,
Okay, so in our main
okay, can you
Spring
come
Boot,
again?
I'm asking what role does Spring Boot application dot run play? We add this in our main Spring Boot class, right?
Hmm. Yes. Uh, yes. For any application to start up, we need to quick start the application. The run internally, I think I'm not sure, but it
Mm-hmm.
will boot up the Spring container, IOC container.
Okay. So it basically bootstraps the entire Spring Boot application. It creates, configures Spring application, sets up the environments, creates the application context, triggers auto configuration, refresh context, starts embedded server, returns the application context. It's basically the entry point for the whole Spring runtime, right?
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Okay, got it. Moving ahead, can you please explain how auto configuration works internally in Spring Boot?
Okay. Auto configuration. Okay. So auto configuration means generally if we go for Spring, then we
Mm-hmm.
need to configure and register,
Mm-hmm.
instantiate, and beans will be registered. But here auto configuration means the everything will be managed by Spring Boot itself
Mm-hmm.
by registering, instantiating, and creating and managing the lifestyle of the beans.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. And how does auto configuration decide what to
If we
enable?
how it decides how what to enable. Mm, I'm not sure. Maybe in application properties we specify what all things to be enabled.
There is a file auto configuration dot imports meta files, right? So
Okay.
These are configuration classes. So auto
Okay.
configuration looks into those classes and decides what to enable.
Okay.
Okay. And then it looks into the conditional annotations and also decides on the basis of conditional annotations as well.
Conditional identity. Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah. So, Vijay Shri, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, we have complete interview preparation material, structured step by myself, expert and MNC's interviewers. And the best part is that now no one need to go anywhere else to prepare interviews. There is a 99% chance that interviewers will ask questions from this material. So basically, it contains a lot of material categorized by experience level. Means each experience level has different material with all possible interview question and answers for Java, Spring Framework, Spring Maven, Git, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Kafka, microservices, Maven, Git, Spring Boot, Spring Security, uh, Spring Data JPA, Kafka, microservices, Java coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. I have provided the link to get this in the below description. And if someone needs this material, plus two real enterprise client projects for reference, plus one-on-one lifetime doubt sessions and referrals to the big MNCs, then they should check the interview preparation kit. I will provide the link for this as well. So now moving to our interview. Okay, so let's say your query returns 2 lakh rows and your service is running out of memory. So I just want to know how would
Mm.
you optimize this?
Okay. When if any optimization means performance issue comes at the prod level, first we have to go through the logs, mm, and we will check for logs, either both the heap memory
Mm-hmm.
logs and also the GDC collector logs. So first thing, we have to analyze the issue where it is coming from. At the code level it is coming, any memory leak is happening, we have to fix at the code level.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use the tools also. Tools like Eclipse tool is there to improve the optimization,
Okay.
improve the performance of the application. And the third thing, if it is from the database side, if any query is running, big procedure is running and taking a long time, so that we can optimize the queries by dividing it into multiple queries, or
Okay.
by using indexes
Mm-hmm.
over the columns, so we can optimize our application.
We can use limit offset, right? Just to limit
Hmm.
the rows and
Hmm.
because we have 2 lakh rows. And process
Yes.
chunk by chunk and something like that. And we could also use result set streaming. But yeah, that's correct. Whatever you have told me, that's also the correct answer. Moving ahead. Um, have you worked with eager loading and eager fetching and uh, there's one more lazy fetching and eager fetching?
Yes.
Please
Lazy
can.
loading and early loading.
Mhm.
Yeah. In context of Spring or in Java generally.
In context of Spring.
Okay. In
And in
context of the
Spring,
Spring.
I'm just looking more into the Spring data side, this eager loading and lazy loading.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, eager loading is the basically the, like, at the time of instantiation only we can
Hmm.
inject that code,
Okay.
that is called eager.
Hmm.
Or we can do the lazy loading, means only at the time of application calling that instantiation we can
Hmm.
inject that class, so that is
Okay.
called lazy loading. Various ways to perform the lazy loading by using lazy annotation
Hmm.
or by post construct.
Okay. So how lazy loading helps in n plus one problem?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I heard this one, n plus one problem.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
but
So
the n
we
plus
have.
one problem. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So, yes, so actually, n plus one problem is a query optimization problem when we have and we
Hmm.
are running n queries plus one to run the whole n query. So this is the high level concept, and we use I mean we prefer lazy loading here. For example, we are just fetching data something from database, so we don't need to fetch all the things just right now. We can apply lazy loading here.
Hmm.
When we need in future, we will you fetch those data from the database, otherwise don't. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say your services calls three internal services for building a response: pricing service, inventory service, review service. Right? Now inventory service becomes slow randomly. So how will you protect your APIs from degrading?
Okay. Is this a microservice, sir?
Yeah, you can consider microservice.
Mm. Right now, microservices I'm learning.
Okay.
Uh, so I don't have experience on microservices.
Got it, got it. Okay, so
Yeah.
since you don't have any experience, just want to give you the context of the answer. We would wrap the inventory call with resilience patterns. What resilient patterns? Timeouts, fallback, circuit breaker, bulkhead.
Hmm.
Okay.
Circuit. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Okay, so can you please explain the real things you have built on the top of Spring Security, and how should someone leverage the Spring Security?
Okay.
Mhm.
Security basically I have not worked on.
Okay.
The majorly I worked on at a crude level, like
Mm-hmm.
adding, updating, or deleting the
Mm-hmm.
database. So that APIs majorly have developed, and securities checks I have done like validations and checking null pointer exceptions. Those one at security level, which I have majorly I'm not known.
Okay. So do you know
So
about tokens?
so JWT tokens, they have used it in the project
Mm-hmm.
for the security purpose. The token exchanges between client and server to do the authentication.
Okay. Got it. So moving ahead. You know response entity, right? In REST APIs.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say you have two APIs and one is returning the data with the response, sorry, with the response entity. One API is returning the response with the response entity, and one API is returning the plain response, this text string, something like that. So what's the differences between their responses?
Okay, response body generally converts the Java object into byte stream.
Mm-hmm.
It sends back to the client.
Mm-hmm.
So that internally do the serialization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in case of generally text sending, it sends. There is no serialization happens.
Okay. Other than serialization, what would be the differences between their responses?
Mm,
Like status codes.
okay. Yeah, it will return the different status codes.
Mhm.
I think.
Headers, we cannot pass headers by the plain string,
Mm,
plain response, simple response. But in response identity, we could pass the headers as well, along with the response
Yes.
body.
Okay.
Right? Right.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. So, have you experienced, I mean, have you done some integration test or some unit tests, anything regarding the testing?
Yes.
So both integration tests and unit tests, both you have already implemented.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's say,
Majorly, mm.
okay, let's say your integration test suits takes 1 hour to run daily. So how would you speed it up without reducing the coverage?
Okay. Integration test without code coverage. Uh, Majorly, the worked on the tool Jenkins tool for
Okay.
use. for the integration testing. For
Mm-hmm.
code coverage and any issues, the Vera code tool, that
Mm-hmm.
is vulnerabilities issues, high or
Mm-hmm.
medium,
Mm-hmm.
are solved using that.
Yep, okay, it's fine. We can split the test pyramid properly. We can run strategy like on each PR run full unit test plus a small critical subset of integration tests. We can optimize the integration test by reusing test containers across tests instead of starting DB container per test. We can run tests in parallel. If you ever heard, I mean, I don't know, but there is something concept parallel test execution, right? We can do that, yes,
Hmm.
and we can avoid unnecessary data setup, reuse fixture, something like that we could do to improve this, right? Okay, so just tell me, how do you write a JUnit test case? Just tell me from the scratch, what's your approach? I just want to learn what all the Spring Boot things like annotation or concept do you use?
Hmm. Okay, in Spring Boot, if you wanna run any test cases,
Mm-hmm.
generally we use JUnit annotation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then in a class we can use for any mock. Suppose if we are testing a controller
Mm-hmm.
class, we can go for the mocking the objects by using at the rate mock annotation
Mm-hmm.
on that controller, and we can use a inject mock for to create a dummy mock of that. And then now we can use the reflection methodology like given, when, and then to test that class. And assets equals we can use to test the mock object and the real object.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. um Moving ahead. Okay, so tell me about a time where you had to take ownership of a failing model or conflict in the team,
Ownership of the failing model
or failing model or a conflict.
in a team.
Yes. For
Means
example, you guys were working on something and that failed. You were not able to deliver on time, and you just took the ownership of that failing model. Is this happened in your
How
career?
I Yes.
Okay. So if yes, then how did you tackle that and how did you resolve it?
Yeah. So this has happened couple of times. It usually happens in any development environment. At
Mm-hmm.
product prod level, some application fails, or
Mm-hmm.
at the testing level they fails. At the we can cross the deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
But the best methodology we use is the agile methodology.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we can small chunks of code we can pass step by step, rather than implementing a whole application at a one time.
Mm-hmm.
And even if fails at that production level, so the majorly as a team lead I work for some project. So we as a team we sit together and
Okay.
find the conflict, where went wrong. And yeah, we take a more time to analyze the issue, and we request a
Okay.
client for some more days, couple of hours, or to go on live. And yeah, we try to solve it. um,
Mm-hmm.
and within that period, and even if went live, and even if some production bugs also came, we asked for some time, so that we can fix them.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, what is more important, perfect code or on-time delivery?
Okay. As you asked me as a developer, so I would say that both are we should handle, because
Mm-hmm.
perfect code cannot be 100% true every time. At the same time, delivery on time cannot be done. So I would say that code can be 80% perfect is okay.
Mm-hmm.
It should be delivered on time, because
Mm-hmm.
the client is all the time, they are like heroes for us. We have to deliver we are serving them.
Mm-hmm.
So even if code has some either the problem is okay, but we have to deliver the code on time, but
Mm-hmm.
not breaking the major chunks. Even
Mm-hmm.
if it is working, we should at least part of it we should show the client that it's working.
Got it. Okay, so have you worked with transactional annotation?
Yes.
Okay, can you please explain in detail and in internal working as well?
Okay, transactional annotation is a part of Spring framework and
Mm,
majorly used for to transfer the data objects from the code to the database and getting
mm,
information from there. So transactional annotation work on uh, reflection technology.
mm-hmm.
No, it should work on proxy
Proxies.
technology. So, yeah,
Mm,
proxies. So Spring only gives the transactional coding only if it is a proxy. If we declare the transactional methods on the
mm,
same class, it won't perform. The transactional annotation fails for
mm-hmm.
that case. So that is the purpose of transactional to perform the transaction.
Okay. Among field injection and setter injection, why field injection is discouraged?
Okay. Field injection is only with the primitive data types.
I didn't get you. We have
Sorry.
constructor injection, we have setter injection, we have field
Mm,
injection.
Field
So I
injection.
didn't get
Yes.
your answer, I'm saying.
Okay. Uh, you are saying why it is discouraged over setter injections.
Yes, yes. Why should, I mean, we should not use field injection over setter injection. That we know. Like, I just want to know the reasons. You know field injections,
Okay.
right?
Mm, yes. Over a
Okay.
particular field only, we use the injection.
We
If
just
we
add auto
use,
wire. That's a field injection over the field.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. So, auto-wired field injection is uh, has some disadvantages over the setter injection. Like it only works with objects, and the possibility of overriding over the field injection is common by using setter injection.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, and also it's harder to test. It hides dependencies. It doesn't
Hmm.
support immutability. It can break in some life cycle scenarios, right? So that's why we should prefer that constructor injection. Okay,
Hmm.
so tell me, why is Java string immutable and what benefits does it provide?
Okay, when it comes to the core Java, Spring is immutable because
Mm,
it is shared among the multiple clients, and multiple clients means that is for majorly Spring should be immutable for the
mhm.
security reasons and synchronization purpose, and by doing that one only we can improve the performance of the application.
Okay, got it. If two objects are equal according to equal method, can their hash code be different?
Okay, the two objects are equal. Yeah,
How?
if two objects are equal, but their
Mm.
hash code value. Okay. The references can be different.
No, no. First, let's say there are two numbers. Okay, if they are hash code, oh sorry, if they are same, it means they are in the same bucket. Okay, if they are in the same bucket, it means their hash code would be the same,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
our this contract says if A dot equals B is true, it means if A is equal to B, they must have the same hash code.
Hmm. Yeah,
If
that should be. If we
Hmm,
cannot break that contract, yes.
right, right. What happens internally when you put a key into the hash map that already exists?
Hmm. What happens if
What
key
happens
already is
internally?
there?
Yes, if key is already there.
Yeah. When we trying to put the same key, then it will replace the old key with the new key, new
Okay.
value in hash map.
Yep, that's correct. It replaces the old value with the new value, returns old value from put method.
Hmm.
Okay, so why can't we use auto-wide annotation on local variables or static fields?
Auto-wired annotation is majorly built for objects, not for the primitive data types. That is the local variables.
Hmm.
That's why we cannot use
Yep. Spring inject dependencies into beans, not into local stack variables. Local variables lives on a stack, right? Inside
that. Yes.
lives on stack inside method calls. Spring has no lifecycle hook there. Okay,
Hmm.
got it.
Okay.
Um, how will Java choose which overloaded method to call if one takes int and the other takes integer?
Okay. How Java overloading method?
To call if one method is taking int int and another is taking integer integer.
Hmm. One is object, one is a primitive data type,
Mm-hmm.
and overloading only works for the objects.
Mm-hmm.
So integer will work, int doesn't work for overloading.
Okay. For a primitive int argument, yes, I think you are correct. In REST APIs, what's the difference between idempotent and safe operations?
In REST APIs.
What's the difference between idempotent? You know idempotent, right? And safe
Hmm.
operations.
Idempotent is something the one until the one request is served, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take the another request.
Okay.
That is uh, the concept.
Mm.
That is get
Got it.
safe is I think post.
Yes.
Mm.
Safe means should not change server state, and idempotent means multiple identical requests have the same effect as a single one.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So have you worked with thread concepts or concurrency environment in concurrency environment?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to know how would you make a class thread safe or any collections thread safe?
Mm, Different techniques are there to make a class thread safe. To
Mm-hmm.
make first class as a thread, we can either by extending thread class or by implementing
Mm-hmm.
runnable interface, we can make a class as a multi-threading concept thread. And to make a thread safe, we can
Mm-hmm.
go for synchronization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the synchronization concept we can make to control the
Got
multiple
it.
accessing of the yeah shared resource.
Okay. Have you used logs in making things thread safe?
Logs?
Logs, reentrant logs, especially.
No, I have not.
No. Okay. Have you used volatile keyword in your any project?
Yes.
Okay. Does volatile guarantees thread safety?
No,
Why?
volatile never guarantees thread safety because when we declare any method or a variable volatile,
Mm-hmm.
it is saying that to be stored in a main memory, but in multi-threading concepts, it doesn't create the separate stack for each thread, and the memory will be shared among the multiple threads. So if one thread is changed the value, then that value will be affected for the other thread as well.
Okay. Uh, let's say you have joined in any organization in a senior role. What value will you add in the next 90 days? Tell me in three phases. What would you do in the first 30 days? What would you do in the next 30 days? And what would you do in the last 30 days in this 90 days of period?
Okay, sure. If I joined any organization, first phase mine will be understanding the project
Mm-hmm.
and from scratch,
Mm-hmm.
code wise, design
Mm-hmm.
wise,
Mm-hmm.
and that thing mine will be prioritized, understanding the code and the deadline and the bugs, and
Mm-hmm.
either it can be migration project, anything it could be. So
Mm-hmm.
understanding the project is my first priority,
Okay.
and at the same time it will be understanding the team. The
Mm-hmm.
team is also the major part of any development work. So
Mm-hmm.
I would have a friend relationship with the team manager, or co-workers,
Mm-hmm.
everybody. So I can take help from anybody. It can be junior or senior,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can understand how much I can
Mm-hmm.
in the project. So the 30 days will be mine, will be that one only.
Mm-hmm.
Like making a good understanding of project and team. And
Mm-hmm.
the next 30 days will be like coding,
Mm-hmm.
understand delivering coding, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, meeting with the team members, having a
Mm-hmm.
client relationship, calling each call. So that will be more getting to know with the team, and also delivering the small chunks of the code to
Mm-hmm.
the client, so to get the
Got it.
confidence from the client, so that we can achieve this one in a time.
Mm-hmm.
And next will be the same thing. In next 30 days I will be like more friendly with the team, and so that they will have a so that I can get the confidence from the team,
Mm-hmm.
that oh no, I can do something and I can contribute something to the team. By that time I want to get that confidence from the team, so that I can
Mm-hmm.
do something for the team. In last 30 days I want to have that confidence from the team, so that we can deliver the code in a time,
Mm-hmm.
and have a without having any errors or bugs, we can deliver code easily in last 30 days
Got
of
it.
the
Got it.
project.
Okay, all right. Let's start with a real world problem. Let's say you need to design a URL shortener like bit.ly, right? So how would you approach it?
This one bit.ly, it was no it actually we have developed one website, and
Mm-hmm.
next project was to develop the for that site bit.ly only.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm not remembering how we can achieve that one.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Okay, first one, shorten a long URL to a short code,
hmm,
right? Then redirect short to long very fast, read heavy. Then handle high write volumes, then avoid collisions and duplicates, right? And then few basic analytics, right?
okay.
Yep, a high level design would be like there would be post API shorten and then get short code, something like that, and a lot of APIs would be there,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Okay. So yes, Vijay Shri, it's done from my end, and yes, it was a very nice interview.